important to give back to the community and to show them that as African Americans we can take leadership and we can do tremendous things. In most cases, we underestimate ourselves as African Americans. So that's my purpose, is to keep moving the target and setting it very high.
I opened this store in 1978, so I was here about 27 years. I left April 1st, 2005, and I am very impressed in terms of what Earl has done with the store. It's a very nice store, it's very elegant. I can tell he put some money into it by the materials and the things that are in it. So I just hope that the public will recognize that and treat it kindly. But it feels good to see the store transitioning to another minority.
I'm Jay Moss here at my sister's grand reopening, and here in the heart of Detroit. So it's a great time to be around here now. It looks like the hottest ticket in the city. You know, they always doing it big, man. You know, it's not just to open it up and slap a sticker on the wall. You know, when they come in, man, they demolish the whole block, set up a new parking lot, put street lights in, the whole that. So you really want their shop, you know, on your block. But no, man, it's great. I think we're up to like 16, 17 now, man. And they always push the envelope. I think this one has a Motown theme, so they actually did their homework and went to Motown like, yo, can we have some authentic pieces? So you're not just getting the eating experience, you actually can come here and feel the whole Motown experience, what Detroit is all about, Motown being right up the street.
It feels wonderful. Each time it feels better and better and better. You know, you always say, well, how can you know, do or beat what you did before? And so it becomes a challenge to figure out how do we step it up each time. And each time we outdo ourselves. And it feels good. It feels good because the community gets excited. We're excited, you know, and to be able to share this moment with Bernie Price, who actually built this particular restaurant, which was over 40 years old. It's special. He's special to us because he is one of the original owners in the Detroit area. So for him to be able to come and witness this and be a part of it, that was special.
McDonald's is like the hub of the community. And by having that light, everyone should feel safe coming in and shelter themselves under that light at McDonald's, and knowing that we're connected to the police department and we have harmony between the police department and between McDonald's.
I believe it's a staple of any successful business. When any business is working in conjunction with your local police department, you know, when kids choose, I'll give you an example, when kids choose to skip school, they're not normally they're either going to a friend's house or they're going to find their local McDonald's or Burger King or some business to kind of hang around until they can scooch over to somewhere else. If we have a great relationship with the business partners, with our business partners as police officers, it's easy to say, hey, Officer Shank, give us a call. Hey, we got young students coming over here, and it alleviates the problem.
We first started the dialogue with Mr. Service about the green light. He did not hesitate to join in. He recognized this as an opportunity not to just enhance business, because he is a good neighbor. A good neighbor works closely with people that live in the neighborhoods, and this is evidence of that. This is good neighborhood.
It's important on several levels. Obviously, we're neighbors, and it's real important for us to support each other. McDonald's has been a long-standing institution in this community, and obviously Motown is an institution as well. And for Mr. Service, or Earl, to want to reinforce that partnership and support a community institution such as us is extremely important and gratifying as well.
So next year, 2015, marks Motown Museum's 30-year anniversary. This is exciting because Motown Museum is a treasure in our community. It was started by my grandmother over 30 years ago with the sole purpose of documenting and protecting this great thing that happened in Detroit that impacted people all over the world, and that was called the making of the Motown sound, right? The Motown Record Corporation. So for 30 years, that house has stood there as really a reminder to all of us about the kind of creativity and innovation that we have that's inherent in us in this city. And I think this partnership with Aero Service and this McDonald's just continues to show the importance of Motown in this community and beyond, and the importance of what can happen when we collaborate, you know, in our communities and really do it for the betterment of the overall community. And that's an important part of, you know, our mission as we go into this 30-year anniversary, is to continue to look for partnerships that shine a light on you know, what we're made of in this community when we're at our absolute best.
Business is growth, education, and they can take the young people and make them into a entrepreneur like these young people. What if they can, if the businessmen get involved, then those young people got hope. The hope for having them to be a businessman, and also that gives them hope to get an education. Because right here in this business, I know a lot of them that went to school and they became like the manager of the restaurant and on and on. They start from there. But they start from there, and these businessmen got to get involved. They can't do it by themselves. They can't tell the kids it's a better world out there, and they not making it better.
Oh, it's not only what I think about the new McDonald's over in this area, it's the man behind it all, Earl Service, who is officially my godfather for about the last 15, 20 years. The guy who actually gave me all the right advice. For those of you who know Reggie Reg on the radio in Detroit, I give it all up to my man Earl Service for leading the charge. So all the decisions I made, you know, whether to play the Wheezy or the Jeezy, I'm just teasing. But no, that's my godfather, and he did a lot of good things for me and good things for the community, and I love being with this brother.
Earl, that's my guy, man. He's one of my business mentors and a good friend of mine. And, you know, anything that he does, you know, I come out to support him. He's a pillar to the community. And, you know, he's been wonderful to me in our relationship.
McDonald's has developed an Earl Service, and it goes on and on and on. People that started flipping hamburgers, go to college, work part-time at McDonald's, and you can own 4 or 5 McDonald's.
I look at McDonald's in regards to opportunity. My first job was with McDonald's when I was 15 years old, and for many of the young people in the city of Detroit, that first opportunity is critical. I've been an owner-operator for about 15 years now, and in the beginning when I was first starting out, he's a person that I reached out to kind of show me the ropes and kind of guide me in developing my business plan and my vision for my organization. So I appreciate everything that Mr. Service has meant to me, and he continues to do a lot of good work with his people and his organization when it comes to pulling people up. But see, McDonald's, you know, we have to pull people up. You know, yeah, maybe an entry-level job, but a lot of our people, we pull them up. And then the thing is, you got to start somewhere. With hard work, we recognize that. We promote a lot of our managers from within. And, you know, a lot of the owner-operators across the McDonald's system, probably about 65 or 70% of all McDonald's owner-operators in the United States started off as employees of McDonald's.
We've opened 3 stores, as you know, in less than 2.5 years. And this one is what's called a fast forward, which no longer has a center island front counter. So it needs to be manned a little different than other restaurants as far as crew, because there'll be designated folks that will supply all the drinks to every area of the restaurant, which is a little different than most restaurants. They usually have the center island, everything can be made from up there, but now it's all manned from back here. State-of-the-art monitors to help them out. The whole side, the drive-through lane's a little different. We actually have a window down there that's normally in the vestibule, but it's our parking window, but we also have the ability to go outside if we need to. We also have picked up the concept that we're going to have 2% windows now. So instead of building up here and a car park here, we're going to have 2% windows that can service 2 cars at the same time, which is just going to have that constant flow, which ideally is going to be great because we don't have any parking space over there anymore. So it's exit out and drive-through lane. So we'll still be able to keep those cars moving without keeping the wheels moving.
From these beautiful menu boards
to the new way they're gonna wait on the customer, all the way to the video games. You can bring your kids in here and just have a family time in here in this McDonald's. I think it's awesome, especially here in the city of Detroit.
It's an experience. It's like saved and gone to heaven. You need to come to McDonald's on the Boulevard, Lodge. Trust me, it's a beautiful place to be at right at this moment.
I'm glad to see a new McDonald's in the neighborhood. I live around here, and the other one certainly needed some work. And I'm glad to see this new one, and I'll be stopping in here on a regular basis. And you can expect the greatest service when you walk into this restaurant in a very plush and exciting decor with a Motown museum feel. And as you look around the lobby, you can see that the partnership with Motown will elevate this McDonald's to a whole nother level, because we're different and we're protecting the history